Welcome, Stoic friend. Have you ever thought about how a person's attitude and traits can affect the quality of our relationship with them? In this video, we'll explore that in depth. I'm sure we all want a life filled with peace, happiness, and personal growth. Therefore, let's together dive into the 8 traits that we should never appreciate in others. It's not just about avoiding drama, but also about building a stoic attitude that will carry us through any challenges with strength and wisdom. Here, we will not only identify traits to avoid, but will also discuss why we should understand them. We'll look at their impact on relationships, personal growth, and how a stoic attitude can be the key to success in the face of life's obstacles. Knowing these traits is not just an insight, it is the first step towards deeper self-understanding and wiser relationship choices. Together, we will explore ways to develop this stoic attitude, building a solid foundation for a more meaningful life. So, don't miss any of the inspiring moments. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to stay connected with quality content that will help us all achieve the best version of ourselves. Let's build a more resilient and meaningful life together. 1. One who is always dependent on material pleasures. People who are always dependent on material pleasures can be considered trapped in a maze of worldly desires that are never enough. In the view of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches about self-control, acceptance, and wise judgment of life, this attitude is considered a form of indiscretion. In exploring the Stoic perspective on individuals who are overly attached to material aspects, we can reflect through the lens of the philosophy passed down by figures such as Seneca, Epiktetos, and Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of understanding the limits and uncertainties in life. People who are too fixated on material pleasures may miss the opportunity to develop the inner resilience necessary to face life's challenges. In this regard, the Stoics taught that true wisdom and happiness do not result from the accumulation of wealth or short-term enjoyment, but rather from the acceptance of uncertainty and limitations. In Seneca's stories, we can see that he emphasized the importance of controlling passions and excessive desires. Understanding the temporary nature of material wealth helps individuals to see more abstract values in life, such as honesty, courage, and inner well-being. Epiktetos highlights the importance of focusing on things that can be controlled, and Marcus Aurelius emphasizes responsibility towards oneself in achieving true happiness. As such, when one relies on material pleasures alone for happiness, they may miss the opportunity to imbibe deeper values. Stoicism teaches that true happiness can be found through self-understanding, acceptance of situations, and development of moral character. Therefore, breaking away from dependence on material pleasures can open the door to more authentic and sustainable happiness. 2. Defensive attitude. Defensiveness, which is often reflected in defensive behavior or rejecting criticism, can have a negative impact on interpersonal dynamics. In the philosophy of Stoicism, this attitude can be understood as a lack of readiness to accept reality or a lack of understanding of the uncertain nature of life. Through the Stoic perspective, figures like Epiktetos taught the importance of accepting reality without excessive objections. Defensiveness can reflect an inability to face criticism or challenges gracefully. In Stoicism, breaking away from over-defensiveness and developing the ability to absorb learning from experience, including criticism, is considered a step towards personal growth. Seneca, a Stoic figure, emphasized the importance of honest self-reflection. Defensiveness can be an obstacle in this process as it tends to involve denial of personal responsibility or blame. Stoicism teaches that true courage comes when one is not only able to face reality, but is also willing to learn and grow from every experience, including when faced with criticism or challenges. As such, letting go of defensiveness and replacing it with an open attitude towards learning can be an important step on the path to wisdom, in line with the Stoic principles that emphasize acceptance, courage, and inner growth. 3. Indifference towards others. Indifference towards others reflects a lack of empathy and concern for their needs, feelings, or experiences. From the perspective of Stoicism, this view can be considered as an inability to recognize the interconnectedness between individuals and a lack of understanding of social values. A Stoic, such as Marcus Aurelius, taught the importance of supporting each other and understanding that personal happiness is closely linked to collective well-being. An attitude of indifference may go against these principles, as it does not recognize the positive contribution that one individual can make to another. Marcus Aurelius emphasized self-control and wisdom in interacting with others. Indifference to others' circumstances or feelings can hinder personal development and healthy interpersonal relationships. Stoicism offers the perspective that developing sensitivity towards others and understanding human relationships can bring deeper happiness. Therefore, within the framework of Stoicism, overcoming indifference involves awareness of our interconnectedness with others, increased empathy, and recognition that social acceptance and support are important aspects of achieving true wisdom and happiness. 4. People who are always greedy for praise. Someone who is always hungry for praise can be likened to an insatiable attention-stealing criminal. Like a night wanderer constantly looking for the spotlight, they often try to attract the attention of people around them to satisfy their thirst for recognition. In the philosophical world of Stoicism, figures like Seneca or Epiktetos saw the greed for praise as a misguided adventure. They advised us to focus more on internal development and wisdom rather than getting caught in the snare of external judgment. Imagine that someone who is always hungry for praise is the hero of the story, who travels the world looking for medals and awards as the ultimate source of happiness. However, in his adventure, the hero would most likely discover that true fulfillment is not external rewards, but rather wisdom and self-acceptance. So, if we encounter someone who is too greedy for praise, it might be time for them to change their life storyline. Engage in the search for inner satisfaction and understand that internal judgment may be more valuable than the mesmerizing glances of others, as taught by the philosophy of Stoicism. 5. People who are unable to be grateful. People who are unable to be grateful tend to lose awareness of the positive values in their lives and lack appreciation for what they already have. From a Stoic perspective, a lack of gratitude may reflect a lack of understanding of the happiness that comes from accepting and appreciating one's present condition. Stoics such as Marcus Aurelius and Seneca emphasize the importance of being grateful for the little things in life, given the limitations and uncertainties inherent in human existence. Being unable to be grateful can hinder personal development and lead to unnecessary dissatisfaction. Within the framework of Stoicism, individuals who struggle with gratitude need to engage in self-reflection and change their perspective on life, appreciating small values, reflecting on our good fortune, and realizing that many things are beyond our control can help develop a deeper attitude of gratitude. Therefore, Stoicism offers the view that true happiness comes from appreciating and accepting what is in the present moment, even in difficult circumstances. Being able to be grateful is an important step in embracing the principles of Stoicism and achieving deeper inner peace. 6. People who are unwilling to learn. Individuals who are reluctant to learn may miss out on invaluable opportunities for personal growth and development. In the view of Stoicism, this attitude may reflect a lack of desire to seek wisdom and a deep understanding of oneself and the surrounding world. Stoic philosophers such as Epiktetos and Seneca emphasized the importance of learning throughout life as the foundation for inner growth. People who are reluctant to learn may be doing themselves a disservice, as they may miss out on opportunities to develop the necessary skills, insights and understanding in the face of life's changes and challenges. In addressing the principles of Stoicism in relation to learning, we can view it as a never-ending adventure towards wisdom. Interestingly, through the process of learning, one can open the door to a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. Therefore, within the framework of Stoicism, the drive to learn can be considered a step towards inner wisdom and growth. Realizing that life is a continuous learning journey can help individuals to embrace challenges with passion and seize every opportunity to expand their knowledge and experience. 7. Revengeful people. Individuals who hold grudges tend to carry a heavy emotional burden and limit the potential for personal growth. In the view of Stoicism, this attitude can be regarded as an inability to escape negative feelings and disapproval of situations that cannot be controlled. Stoic philosophers such as Seneca and Epiktetos highlighted the dangers of holding grudges as a form of unnecessary suffering. Stoicism teaches that understanding and embracing the concepts of what we can control and what we cannot control can help individuals to let go of grudges and focus on the things they can manage. In the context of Stoicism, overcoming vindictiveness involves accepting the fact that hatred and vengeance do not bring true happiness. Seneca emphasized the importance of freeing oneself from such emotional baggage and turning one's attention to values such as wisdom, compassion, and understanding. Therefore, from a Stoic perspective, letting go of grudges can be considered a step towards greater inner peace and happiness. Replacing resentment with acceptance and understanding that true wisdom comes from the ability to detach oneself from harmful emotions. 8. People who are unable to admit mistakes. Individuals who are unable to admit mistakes may be trapped in a spiral of immaturity and inability to learn from experience. In the view of Stoicism, the inability to admit mistakes can be considered a failure to face reality and a lack of readiness to grow through self-reflection. Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, highlighted the importance of humility and openness to mistakes as steps towards maturity and wisdom. People who are unable to admit mistakes may be stunted in their personal development due to an unwillingness to address shortcomings and use them as opportunities to grow. In the context of Stoicism, acknowledgement of mistakes is considered a sign of courage and willingness to learn. Changing the view of mistakes as opportunities for improvement can lead to the development of moral character and wisdom that are valued in Stoicism philosophy. Thus, in the perspective of Stoicism, being able to admit mistakes is an important step in the journey towards personal growth and the attainment of true happiness. An attitude of humility and openness to learning from bad experiences can help one to become wiser and more resilient in dealing with various aspects of life. Thank you, Stoic friend, for joining us in our exploration of the traits we should never value in others. From material pleasures to the inability to admit mistakes, we have together seen how the philosophy of Stoicism provides deep insights to form a Stoic attitude in the face of life. Let's leave the drama behind, and together we build a strong foundation for a more meaningful life. Remember, True wisdom is not only found in external success and praise, but also in inner resilience, acceptance, and personal growth. Don't forget to keep visiting, like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to stay connected with inspiring content that will help us achieve the best version of ourselves. Together, let's build a more resilient and meaningful life. See you on the next inspirational adventure.